We have no pact with any party before the next.
Would you be comfortable with Labour?
Well, 3 times in the last 30 years,
so that's a yes,
came together. We'll run enough candidates to win an overall majority.
Do you think you will win an overall majority?
Well, I'm going to try for that. That's my ambition.
Would you have a coalition government arrangement with the Green Party?
Well, the Green Party are locked in with Fianna Fáil.
I know, but would you rule them out?
The government's strength is its fragility. They're terrified. As far as I'm concerned, Ryan,
can you give me a yes or no on the Green Party?
No, I'm not going to determine the aftermath of any election here.
Okay.
The only party I ruled out is Sinn Fein.
Why?
Because I ruled them out clearly before the June elections.
On what basis?
By that. Well, obviously there were some matters that were not cleared up. And
like what?
Well, there was some implications in terms of details about Northern Ireland activities. They've come forward and
like what?
Changed some of that now with the
but what activities?
With the peace. Well, activities that were related to republicanism.
Well, I don't know what that means.
Well, I'm not going to get into the detail of it now, and more than the detail of the budget.
Well, you should do. You're about to be Taoiseach.
What I do want to say to you is this: like Fine Gael.
No, you have to explain.
No, I appreciate the audience. The audience are correct.
I think they want to know answers.
Yeah, well, I've given you my answer.
No, you didn't give a coherent answer.
My answer is this. The Fine Gael party will have no pre-election pact with anybody. We will run enough candidates to win an overall majority.
Yeah.
That's my ambition. I can't determine what the Irish electorate will do after that election.
Okay.
I ruled out Sinn Fein in June, and I stand by that.
And you stand by that. I just have a problem, or at least understanding why that politicians in this side of the border are quite happy to pontificate about Sinn Fein getting into bed with the likes of Ian Paisley, Peter Robinson, whoever else happens to be up running the DUP and the likes, and yet they're down here saying we won't have any of it on our own doorstep. I mean, how does that work?
Well, you see, like we're not going to have an argument now about Sinn Fein. We pursue our own sort of political policy. Well, you could ask me, why don't you join with Fianna Fáil?
Because I think I'd rather go with things that are more likely than completely unlikely.
Well, look, as far as I'm concerned, we've taken Fine Gael from a demoralised force in 2002 to a point where we're running well, but there's a big challenge up ahead. The next electoral battle, Ryan, will be
the mother of all battles.
Mother of all battles.
Let's
as far as I'm concerned, we're going to continue to challenge the need for change, investment in our economy, and get our people back to work.
Let's talk about